Welcome to everyone joining us right here on Zoom and over on our app, if you're connecting with the app, the Bet Aleph app, or Facebook or YouTube, wherever you find us. It's good to have you here on this first Monday of the Jewish New Year. Shana Tova, everybody. Tekatevu. Nothing like starting our year with committing to meditation. And so it's wonderful to have you here. We're less than a minute from starting. And this is the time where I invite you to find as comfortable a sitting position as you can, knowing full well that it will become uncomfortable within a few minutes because the mind can't stand still and always wants us to move and shift and do other things and be busy with this or that. And our job is not to indulge the mind and to remain steady. We know we're comfortable right now. There's no reason that we won't be comfortable 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes from now. It's the same seat, same way we are. So it's not physical, it's mental. And just it's one thing to say that, but I always want to invite you to discover that for yourself. To see what the mind does to our experience, even though our physical experience hasn't changed. But the mind can't have it. It needs change. It needs movement. But just play with that. Oh, sorry about that. And as we come to sit together in this virtual meditation hall that brings us together, I invite you to take a deep breath for Shalom. Letting the body find again the natural flow of its own breath, never intervening, never trying to impose on the body a certain cadence, a certain rhythm for the breath, just sitting back and simply observing the body needs to breathe however it needs to breathe. And we can just let that happen. And as we simply observe This breath coming in and going out, we gently allow the body to rest and relax, releasing any tension. Anywhere we are aware is happening. Paying special attention, as always, to the belly and the face. Every out breath, an opportunity to let go and release even more. I'm always amazed that there is more releasing that can be done 5 minutes into my meditation. I thought I had released all tension, and then as concentration deepens, I realize, oh, not quite. This part of the body is still tense, still holding on to something. Sometimes I notice how automatic that is. There are certain parts of my body, and I shared that before, like my right thigh. Underneath my right thigh, there is this tendency for that part of my body, for some unknown reason, to tense up. So I just notice and consciously relax. I always have to do it a few times during our 30 minutes. That's okay, I'll just do it. I don't get angry at my right thigh. It would be ridiculous. I just acknowledge and release. Acknowledge and release. Maybe it's something similar for you. Then just acknowledge and release. There is an inscription on my license plate, one of those frames for your license plate in the back of my car that my kids and my wife gifted me some years ago. And it says, "Don't believe everything you think." And somehow, on Saturday during our Rosh Hashanah potluck, somebody had a sticker on their water bottle that said, "Don't believe everything you think." And then yesterday I received an email from someone I hadn't heard from for many, 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 many months, who has a signature at the bottom of their email that said, "Don't believe everything you think." I thought, how interesting. 3 times in 2 days to have this message in front of me. Of course, the message is not exact. It really should be, don't believe anything you think. Because if you said don't believe everything you think, it means that there are some things you can still believe. Not everything, but some things. Either way, I think it points to the meditative practice of making the subject object. To start the process of giving too much credence to thinking. That thoughts come and thoughts go, like little clouds traveling through the vastness of the blue sky of awareness. Any thought, even the thoughts that right now may be saying, well, this meditation isn't for me. Of course, the clouds traversing the vast awareness, the vast blue sky of awareness, are not all pretty little puffy clouds, white and gentle. Sometimes they can be very dark, stormy clouds. Sometimes they don't travel fast enough through the vastness of the sky of our of awareness. Sometimes they linger and they storm, and they're thick and dark. And yet the practice remains the same. Whether they are nice little puffy white clouds smiling at us as they move through the sky, or whether they are dark, stormy, frowning at us, lingering clouds, they still all come and they still all go. And they only become real to us if we get attached to them, if we believe in them. And meditation is the simple practice of disbelief, which is probably why it is counter to religion. Because religion only asks us to believe this, to believe that. But true spirituality is the end of belief, is a practice in disbelief, in fact. And because it is practice, it doesn't mean that in the next 15 minutes that we have left, all your clouds in your life will poof out of existence just because of the bright light of the sun of awareness. That's why it's called practice. Time and time again, to become aware of this cloud or that cloud, and to practice not believing in them. To practice not being attached to them. They're just thoughts. They are not who you are. They arise within you, but they are not who you are. Because you are that bright, warm, shining sun that only gets slightly obscured by those clouds from time to time. So we'll start with don't believe everything you think, and then we'll aim for don't believe anything you think. But that's going to be the next stage. First, we have to take a step toward not taking all our thoughts so seriously. And to remain aware. This thought is coming. It's here. It tells us a story. And then it's gone. Stay as awareness. This emotion, also it's kind of cloud, traversing the sky of awareness. These sensations arising, dissolving, arising, dissolving. Everything that comes and goes isn't who we are, isn't what we are. What we are never comes and never goes. It's always here. It was here yesterday and the day before. It will be here tomorrow and the day after. Unchanging. Don't believe everything you think. Just remain aware. This breath coming in. This breath going out. This thought arising and disappearing. Just remain aware. And gently we let go of our practice of being the pure observer. Taking a couple of deeper breaths to help us transition out of our meditation. And letting the body stretch if it needs to do so. And because the breath is always available to us, when we feel that our mind is overwhelming us with its thoughts, its stories, there's always the possibility of shifting towards the breath for just a few mindful breaths and letting go of the overwhelm just for a few seconds. Putting it down. Of course, he'll come back, and we can do that when he comes back if we remember. Refocusing on the breath, relaxing the body just for a few minutes. Every time we do that, we break free a little bit of the automatic patterns of the mind. So see if you can try and multiply these moments throughout your day, today, tomorrow, moving forward. For now, we'll close with Shalom. And as always, open our heart and pray that all beings, and that includes ourselves, may find that Shalom, that peace, that wholeness, that greater harmony in themselves, in their world, in their life. Modéani, thank you.
Dani, thank you. Lashana Tova.
Shana Tova, Tikatevu.
Modéani, Shana Tova.
Shana Tova, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Modéani, Lashana Tova.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Modani, Rabbi. Lashana Tova.
Take care. See you tomorrow.